Hi guys, welcome back to All Ruby, where I talk all things me. If you like this video, please like it and hit subscribe so you can follow all me. I'm starting a new series about filmmaking and I'm really excited to take you along on the journey because by trade I'm a filmmaker and I've been trying to work out for the last year or so how I can take you along on the journey of filmmaking in a vlog and still make it work for all the practitioners who, film is a kind of really interesting creature and there's a lot of stuff that has to be done under the cloak of privacy to give people room and space to be creative. But there is also just so much amazing material that I think needs to be seen because what you guys see is the end product of a film. And you don't see the hours and days and weeks and months and years that go into making a film and all the incredible creative discussions that don't actually end up on screen but do all come together to make the film. So the film that I'm making at the moment is a musical. That is how we open every meeting, with a little round of jazz hands. It is going to be my major work. I'm doing a Masters of Directing. Well, actually it's a Masters of Screen Studies, specialising in directing at AFTRS, or the Australian Film, Television and Radio School. So that's our national school and it's been a lifelong dream of mine to go to AFTRS. I suppose it's worth mentioning that I didn't apply for so many years because I suppose I had a certain level of imposter syndrome. And I know that everybody can suffer from imposter syndrome, but I do think it is a malady that women experience a lot. When we're talking about the gender divide, I do think that there is something to be said about women, I don't want to say holding themselves back, but like holding themselves to such high standards that the idea of putting yourself out there is like, oh no, I'm not good enough, I haven't done enough, I don't have enough credits, I don't this, that and the other. Yeah, I'm really excited to be breaking that for myself and I applied and I got in and I was just like so excited. Yeah, it's a lifelong dream come true to be at AFTRS and I feel so excited to be around this amazing cohort of people and incredible teachers and mentors that have been taking us through the year so far. Yes, we are the COVID year and we've been studying remotely for the first half of this year, doing a lot of our theory. So next semester is going to be just full-on amazing practical work, which we're all just like so excited to get into. They've been really encouraging us to explore our own themes and the things that we're interested in. And at first I kind of just was like, oh, I'm just kind of interested in everything. Don't worry, I'm good, kind of thing. And it's been really exciting over the last few weeks, uncovering who I am and what kinds of things and stories that I want to talk about and bring to you. And it's funny because I've been playing around in this social media space for a little while, but haven't really promoted myself on it yet. I realize that I am excited by these domestic stories, mother stories, motherhood, early motherhood, childhood. Yeah, at the moment we are doing a musical about a woman who gets postnatal depression. I'm hoping that we can bring a lot of heart along with humour to this subject so that we can take the onion layers off this malady. I've personally suffered depression throughout the years and suffered a touch of it after Scout was born, including postnatal anxiety, which went on for quite some weeks for me. So I feel really excited to explore this on screen and not in an only heavy dramatic way, but in a way that can move between tones. And I've always loved musicals, so I'm just so excited to be able to play. And at AFTRS there's a whole recording this set up and everything, and so I'm very, very excited. So it doesn't have a title at the moment, but this first video that I'm showing you is my first story meeting with my producer, Claudia Shepherd. We went from 12:30 I think, in the daytime to 12 at night. So it was a huge day. I only recorded some of it. I'm really excited to show that to you. So if you like this video, please hit subscribe and like and come along on the journey of us making this musical. Oh, that's a video. Okay, so this is our first official meeting for musical.
Yay! Oh, great, jazz hands.
Okay, it is the 4th of June.
Yes.
And it is our first official meeting for Influencing And we are now on our...
We started at like 1.
Nope, we started at like 12:30. We're around 12 and a half hours.
Sorry, our meetings are so long.
I like it. I like that you enjoy the rambling style that I have, which is like, cool. Now we're just going to divert for a little long over here. Yeah. There's not as much pressure.
Yeah.
So luckily tonight, my baby went to sleep with the last bag of breast milk that we have in the freezer. So I actually have to do some serious pumping, which I haven't done since after.
You're a pump and dump, baby.
So I luckily didn't have to go home and feed the baby tonight because my mother-in-law is at home. So we just kept working. But basically tonight, for the first time on musical The Influencer.
Mm-hmm. Which, I don't even know if it should be, like, is it called Influencer anymore?
Who knows? It's a funny title. It draws you in and then it's like, what is this about?
Yeah.
We had this idea, our first session that we talked about this was that we had this idea that was like, we wanted to do a musical.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went, let's make it about social media.
Yep.
That was about as far as we got.
Yep. And then I think
we pitched
both.
That. And that's how we got Gerard.
Yeah.
And Sophia.
When did we get onto Mums though? I think you and me connected on Mums, but we didn't actually tell it.
I just like influencer. I just put a bunch of photos of mums.
Yeah.
And like fitness influencers.
We've come a long way. And now.
And so then we had a meeting with them and that was really nice. We chatted to them about their styles and things they liked. Mm-hmm. And then we haven't had a meeting since then, I don't think.
And then we
had one.
Strategically, we had
a 40-minute one.
With just you and me?
Yeah, when we were up in...
Yeah. And strategically we went, we have to go and actually figure this out because it's too many cooks and we want to come to you guys with a bit more fully formed.
Yeah.
And that's when we peeled off. We did have a meeting though. We did have one, just you and me. After...
Not the Central Coast one?
Not the Central Coast one. It was where we were talking about postnatal depression. That's where we landed on it. We landed on postnatal before.
Yeah, we must have.
Yeah. And then that came up because that's when we really talked about mummy bloggers.
Oh, I sat down and okay, so what happened was I was feeding Scout and I'd been starting to work on this idea of secondary character, putting the pain there.
That's after our catch up.
No, because I came up with Postnet. Was it?
Yeah.
Because then I pitched the story to you.
Yeah, you did. Because we just got off our call and then you're like, I'm going to pump out an idea from my boob no matter what happens.
And I did.
And you did.
I did.
The best made the perfect sense.
Like popped out. So that was, and then we've been sitting on that idea for like a month. Yeah. And we even went to another pitch session. So we've had 2 pitch sessions with this film with no fucking idea what we're pitching.
Hey, we're getting interest.
At all. So I've been really, really excited to have this next meeting, which ended up being an awesomely long meeting.
And also because I just automatically assumed that this would go well. I know I put it off for so long.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. But actually it was getting to the point of like, no, I left this for too long, which I won't do again.
So the biggest thing for me about this story, I think up until now, has been...
It's been making, for us, consciously not ragging on social media.
Yep.
Telling something about postpartum depression that wasn't situational.
Yep.
And how do those two themes meet in a plot?
And then the other thing for me was the idea that I didn't like. I appreciate it and I can enjoy it from other people, but I didn't really want to do skit kind of comedy that is taking the piss, satirical. I didn't really want to do satirical comedy. I actually really like. I like a level of seriousness. I like comedy being in there, but like I don't need to make fun of this, but I think it can be funny.
Yeah.
And I think they're 2 different things. And I think that's what I really want to unpack in this. And hopefully we can get there.
And knowing that the music had a place, it had a purpose. It wasn't just doing it for the shits of it. I think I said this to you even. I was like, how many songs are we going to have? It's like, it's not about that. It's about the relationship that the music has to the plot, which helps elevate it. And you can have our introspective song, which comes in 3 times in the current structure that we have. How is music going to help us tell this story?
By the way, what we're looking at is our wall of awesomeness,
which I'm keeping.
And also shout out to On Hold the Musical, which won Flickerfest in 2018. What's cool is that there aren't many musicals, but like I liked that there was this appetite for one 2 years ago. That was sick. We didn't want to worry about how many songs there's going to be. We didn't want it to be satirical. We wanted it to have kind of heart. Yeah, I think everything you said, we don't want it to be about social media being the enemy. We want, what's interesting for us about that is that social media, we're 15 years into YouTube. Guys, I just realized that, like...
I didn't realize that.
Like yesterday, I had a bit of a breakdown. I like legit was like, oh my God, that's my whole adult life. And I actually didn't realize how epic the period of life that I just lived through was, and that I didn't jump on board earlier. I'm a fucking idiot, and I totally missed out on the bandwagon.
No. But look, would you rather not jump on now, or?
Totally. So I think it's fun. Something that we got asked in a pitch session was, why is it a musical? And I think that a really big part of why I personally am really excited by it being a musical is, apart from fucking love musicals, is that postpartum depression is super serious.
It's never spoken about.
Really important. How can we make these kind of topics approachable and something that people can discuss rather than being like, you need to care about postnatal depression?
And I think also, for me, the plot how it currently stands right now, I'm thinking I would love people to walk away going, whoa, I haven't seen anything like that. If you're a mum, be like, fuck, I totally know that feeling that she just had. That's absolutely insane. Somebody that doesn't have a mum, that isn't a mum, can really love the music. I think the music is going to be something that's going to appeal to a lot of people. Also, the influencer side of it. It's a celebration.
I want to make a bet with you that with my theory, with my film school theory, very film school, with this idea that I had a little while ago, which was that you can elicit pain by putting it onto a secondary character, blah, 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 who cares? Anyway, my point is, I think that anybody will cry in this film when she does that thing.
Because the baby is a secondary character? Yeah.
So we have to make...
Yeah.
I think anybody should be able to cry, is my aim.
Yeah. I'm imagining it the bare moment times 10.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Still Magnolias, that scene that I just showed you.
I was crying.
Yeah.
I was like crying in front of Claudia.
It's fine. I haven't really cried like 5 times today.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think that moment where Sally Field loses her daughter, and it's a deep thing.
And what she does in that scene is she flips between I am in control, I'm not in control, I'm in control, I'm not in control. And I think that's something we can all relate to.
And I think that's going to be it's really visceral.
Or maybe I'm relating to it because I'm a mum now. I don't know, but I think if you cried, I almost cried too. What makes you cry?
Everything.
In that scene.
It's seeing her emotion, like her emotion is so raw, and that she's talking you through it, and she's like, why wasn't I the one to go first? Like, it's things that we think about and you're like, that could never happen to me, but it's happened to her. And you know, we all have a mum, and that made me think of my mum. It's like, can you imagine my mum saying that? Or if you are a mum, can you imagine saying that about your kid?
So it works because you think about your mum saying it about you.
You can't help but relate to it. But also, like, her acting is just so good because she's bargaining. She starts off being like, what the fuck, Angra? And then she's bargaining. And then she's like, I just want to go back to Angra. I just want to hit somebody.
Yeah.
But also then I think it's so much more strong because then you laugh afterwards. I don't know, why do you get upset in it?
It's like...
She's a good actress.
It's good writing. It's good writing.
Why don't you write it? That's why I've never had kids.
No, it's the best thing
such
ever.
a fucking joy.
It's the best.
Yeah, it seems like a gas.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
and
this is really
we haven't written, there needs to be another star there.
What?
Aren't we saying there's a song?
When she's on stage?
Or maybe not. Maybe there isn't.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot of time. That whole third act there isn't a song.
I know. That's why the lullaby. But I think this is all pretty quick.
Yeah, it is.
Like, this is long.
Yeah.
This is... If we're doing time...
No, you're right.
This is 5 minutes. This is... Actually, that's 5 minutes. This is 10. That's 3.
Yeah.
5. It's not long.
Yeah, 3, 5, 2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ends, it's just because we have a lot of detail because it's quite specific what happens.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yay!
So next I'm going to go and look for some references, I think.
Well,
So-
I've created that sheet.
And you had a great one, Billie Eilish. You had a song that really hit me.
When the party's over. We can listen to it on the way home.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And that's...
Song style, and then I want to look at heaps of music videos, literally looking for like, what is a cool set idea.
And he's like, ugh. And then mum goes for a run and she sprints out every single emotion that she's having. And there's this really intense music to accompany her sprinting and all the feelings that she's having about being worthless, about do I really love my baby, about self-worth is just coming louder and louder in her head the more and more intense her run gets. And no matter how much she runs, she seems to kind of get out of breath. Then, what happens? You're working yourself into a hole, you're not connecting with your child. Is that too literal?
I think it's too literal, but I think that that's the essence of the point. And so I think that it's like, because we don't want dad to be an asshole and people be like, you should go out and work, you know, dad's wrong. Like, 'cause
that's just a thing for us to like remember.
So that's the kind of constant conflict Eli and I have, which is that he's like trying to help take the load off me if I'm feeling stressed, and I'm like, don't try and make me do less. And he's like, I'm not, I'm just trying to help, right? And that's I think what he's doing here. Although it's in my head, it's not Rocky, but I keep thinking da 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 da, but it's not.
It's not as cheerful. It's more like.
Well, it's not because it's not. It's nowhere. It's not like it's
You know
not
what
like
it is?
searching. What is it?
It is Moulin Rouge. Why does my heart cry? You know, it's like, why does my heart
Oh yeah.
cry? It's like
That moment.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah.
Because that has like a really big. You remember the song I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
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 It's that level of intensity.
Yeah.
All right, then what happens? I just wanted to colour the introspective songs,
Yes.
or the introspective tone. Like that's completely different. Like that is its own magical thing.
Dance. We need to dance. See my toe. Da-da-da-da.
Oh!
I've been listening to Disney since 5 a.m. this morning. Is this? So that's here.
So there's creche at the conference?
Yeah, because it's a mummy vlogger, so they're like, okay, we're going to facilitate mums coming to the. So she's saying on the phone to him, saying, yeah, no, it's totally cool because I'm going to drop her at the day. They've organised a travelling daycare. This is what film sets are meant to start doing now, right? Is having a on-set daycare.
Maybe she even like starts to walk away with the pram and then she's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This fits so perfectly on my door. I think, like, I just have this also image. You know when you have like a window and like your fingers are like running down, like you're trying to like pull the window down,
Yes.
it's just not budging, and you could have like this thing of it being like,
Yeah.
and then the boss is behind her and she's like,
Is this too extreme? Are we like crazy? Okay.
There was a bear in Working Mums. Have you seen?
You're right.
Have you seen the other ideas that we had? We had a fucking shark, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And the mum gets drugged.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
I mean, stuck in an elevator with a fire was a pretty good one.
No, yeah, with the conference, and then she got distracted, and the baby went in the elevator,
happens to
and
be
then
the
the
building
fire
fire.
started.
And then she magically can pry open elevators. It's helping. Trust me, this is the most logistically... We're not crazy. Cheers. Arguably, like, that's where you need a lot of extras. None of it
Exactly,
actually requires
and you kind of
extras.
like, ugh.
We've literally had 0 extras, apart from maybe the... Not even then. Oh, the a cappella mini song, but you don't have to sing anybody.
I love a whole lot of people dancing in time. But whether it's necessary is another question.
Past crate daycare.
Creche. She's trying to say creche.
Creche is not a word. You can crochet something. You don't put a baby in a creche.
Certainly don't put the baby in the crate. You put it in a
Crocheting.
creche. Like you can crochet the baby.
Okay.
Fuck.
I think we did it.
Look at all this So what have we got here?
Our three main characters.
Postpartum depression being the first one.
Mum, where I spelled niche correct.
Niche.
My gay friend, which we didn't do much on. And then just discussing our bear moment. Describing our normal world without getting too into acts because really we're not following a typical structure. 1, 2. This is beautiful. I might leave this here all the time. What do you think?
I think it's fun. I'm just excited.
We have heaps of songs.
And we've got lots of ideas. We've got enough ideas that we can throw some out. Do you know what I mean?
So please hit subscribe and like this video so you can come along on the journey of us making this musical together.